Man, that is gorgeous. This is another Magnum, bro.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
Oh, dude. Nice. Oh, dude. All right, John, so after all the logistics and we're doing what we love. We're ankle deep in the water. We're about to head down. This is the Locust Fork. We're fishing about a 5-hour, 6-mile float today. I don't know anything about this river other than the fact that it's supposed to be super beautiful and loaded with fish. So I don't know, man. Talk to me about what you're thinking right now.
Super beautiful, loaded fish. I mean, what else do you need? If you just come out here, I just enjoy kayaking, especially you're moving. Fish sometimes can be just a bonus. You got to make sure, sometimes people get so focused on fishing, they don't take in the beauty.
Well, I've gotten the whole don't focus on fishing out of my system the last 2 days. So now today, I need to catch some fish, man. Let's head down the river and catch them up.
I'm excited.
First fish of the day, little smallmouth. I think. First little Alabama spot on the board. We might ought to just put our head down and there we go. I was literally about to say we should just put our head down and paddle, and then that's all you gotta do is say that, and then one will hit. Well, see, that's clearly a spotted bass. Doesn't have that gold color. Pretty freaking fish. All right, guys, that's a spotted bass. We are looking for his big brother, but man, are those fish not freaking gorgeous? They're probably the best pattern, maybe other than a shoal bass in the whole black bass family. Really aggressive, readily eat almost anything, and they fight like a freight train, so they're fun. A little standard size river specimen, but from what I've been told, this river's got some giants in it, so we're gonna try to get one of them.
Here we go.
Right about the time you say, I'm gonna go to another lake, I'm gonna go to a different spot, I'm not coming back here to catch fish. I was pulling the Ned rig up out of the water.
Oh, there's another one. A big one. I spooked him, he was in the middle too. He probably was with that one.
All right, that's a little respectable river spotted bass right there. Man, them things got some pretty colors on them. When they get stressed, their lateral line connects all the way down, so he's got a little stress on him from the fight, but we'll get that guy back in the water, see if we can catch another one. They're strapping on the feed bag. Look at that gut.
Yeah. That was a good one. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, it's a good one. This is a big one. It's a big spot. Yeah!
All right, you get a little depth, you get a little spot.
Dude, this is like a 16, I think. That's 2 on the slack water. That's funny how we just finally got into a few of them. All right, well, Chad just caught one. I lost one and then threw right back over on the same calm bank, a couple feet down, and caught an even bigger one. So it may be good that I lost that fish. That is a really nice creek bass right there. But I'm gonna get on the board, see what it is, because I bet he's over 15 inches. Threw the Helgramite over right off the current, right on the calm, and he thumped it really good. Of course, I wet it down. If you don't want it dry, and then it can take the protective slime off the fish. This thing is 16 3/4, really nice spotted bass. And of course, these are older river fish. You want to take care of these guys. Let's go ahead and put him back in. Man, that's it's been a slow, and like we've gone for an hour and a half, really hardly caught anything. Then like in last 10 minutes, we've had 2 or 3 really good bites. All right, guys, let me go ahead and show you how I caught that fish. And this is how I do a lot of river fishing and creek. This is a creek/river size, and there's fish through all out of it, but you're always looking for the little calm pockets, especially in the summer, right off current. We had current coming down like a fast little shoal. We had a calm side. I threw the Helgramite, and I have it on a 1/16 ounce jig head, and the pool's probably a foot and a half deep. I just throw it in there and let it fall, and the fish will pick it up off the bottom, or they'll hit it on the fall. So I fish it really slow. I had one hit, it came off. I coasted down about another 3 feet, cast again, and then I catch a even bigger one. But basically I'm throwing that lure out there and just kind of letting it do whatever it wants to do. I just let it hit the water, give it a second to sink, and then I pick up slack on it. And a lot of times they're thumping it right away, but a lot of times they want to see that thing fall before they hit it. And that's a lure I use a lot and I catch a lot of fish on. So I'm hoping to catch a bunch more. There we go. Oh! Dude, that was a good one. I seen.
Heard some of that D-rag coming off there.
I think he picked it up. Did he pick it up again? He picked it up again!
Oh, dude, this is a good fish. Oh, this is a real good fish. Oh, yeah, bro.
Man.
Dude, he's doing everything but pulling a knife on me to get back to that treetop. Come on, dude, get over here.
You got a nice fish. I got a nice fish.
I
got a 15-incher.
Oh, double.
What do you get a picture?
Dude, look at this thing.
Oh, man. I got a stick.
Oh, yeah. Look at that tail. Son. Look at the colors on that back. Man, what a pretty fish. I love it when they light up like that. It's like a mahi in saltwater when they light up. God, that's a pretty fish right there.
Meanwhile, I'm over here fighting the fish. Chad's trying to hog all the glory, you know, over there.
No.
His is bigger, though.
No hogging the glory. We got a double, bro.
Yeah, I got to go over here. Let's get a picture of these.
Figured I'd pick up a rod.
Oh my goodness.
Figured I'd pick up with a rod while we're doing the
over here
interview
trying
stuff.
to show fish. He catches a tribble.
Another.
I gotta get one out, you know.
Dude,
that's another tank too.
He's going for your anchor line.
That's a nice fish. That's bigger.
Get out of here, dude.
Dude,
oh my
that's
God.
a nice fish. Oh my.
Look at this thing. Bro, look at that. Dude, that's a big river spot.
That is a big spot.
Holy crap, look at that
man.
thing. I love it when look how they light up. That extra set of bars comes out. Man, that is gorgeous. If I could get my skin tattooed like that, I would.
Oh yeah.
Just the whole pattern. You know, they say big bait, big fish, but elephants also eat peanuts. Yeah. I was joking with you earlier and I said something about, do you use the NED rig? And you're like, the any what? I'm like, oh, the NED, like Ned. And he's like, oh yeah, man.
It's a tank.
Bro. So I threw the other one on the Fish USA gripper. So I'm not one of these guys out here trying to do like the double fisted thing, but I threw back over in that hole just to see if there's another fish there. We're talking about how big this guy is. So let's get a look at them next to each other. Oh yeah, he's significantly bigger.
I want to see that on the board. You gotta lay that there.
Oh my gosh. Nice. Oh.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's do it like this.
Look like y'all are in a bass boat right now.
I know.
We look like one of those live well shots.
Yeah.
God, look at that. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go.
Yeah, that's good.
Do you want to act like this one's yours, and then
Yeah, no. Trade me that one.
I'm gonna let this one go.
All right. Get these guys back in there.
Oh, but man, look at that thing, dude. You know, I didn't bring my measuring board because I was trying to stay light on space.
Yeah.
But I do have my paddle shaft.
I got my catch board if you want.
Oh, you got your catch board? Yeah, let's throw them. Let's throw them on the catch board and take a photograph. Yeah, literally just throw back in that spot and caught that second fish.
Chad catch when we come over here. We're standing waiting. He throws over there and catches a bigger one. So I gotta see this on the board.
He is not. Oh, calm down. He is not happy about being on this show. But let's see what he looks like on the leaderboard, on the measuring board. Let's slide this dude back a little more. Come on, baby, calm down. Dude, are you kidding me? 18, let's get the mouth closed. Yeah, 18 and a quarter. That is a pretty spotted bass. All right, so that is an 18 and a quarter inch river spot, and he's fat. I'm talking about fat. When they got a gut on them and they're strapping on the feedback, it's one thing, but when you look down their nose and they get fat behind the eyeballs, that's what they call shoulders. And this joker right here has got some shoulders. That is a pretty river fish. Oh man, that was fun. We'll put him on here and let him chill out for a second, and we'll get him revived before we get him back on his way. So we're coming down the river, and the first little kind of deep pool that we get to, John casts over, and I see him go on point. Just about the time he goes on point and sets the hook, my line's moving. I set the hook. We come over here to get the double fish shot. And one of the things, we literally just talked about this. I was like, when you catch a fish, loop back around, get out and wade that spot. And I just cast back across the creek right after we both doubled there and catch that bigger fish in that same spot. And now John's fishing it. We talk about this all the time when it comes to kayak fishing. You don't have to be in your kayak to kayak fish. When you get out and wade fish, the kayak becomes the best pair of waders you'll ever own. You can go from pool to pool to pool. You can get out, you can fish it more thoroughly. You can let the fish calm down, and then you can catch multiples. So, well, so far, Locust Fork is definitely on my list of places to come back to. That was fun. We fished through some of the skinny water in the beginning, and we were honestly starting to get discouraged. We're like, I don't know, man.
Hour and a half, we were like already ready to move.
We're like
30 minutes.
Maybe we should just paddle on, get in the truck, and go find another spot. But that's how it works with river fishing. We joke about it all the time. You never know what's around the next bend. And the other cool thing about river fishing that I really love, and you probably feel the same way, is you never fish the same river twice.
Oh, yeah. It's
impossible to hit the same river when the exact same conditions. But we could go load up and float back around and float through, and it'd be a different river.
Yeah.
It's falling out, it's changing, the fish are orienting, the sun's at different angles. So people ask me all the time, what is your favorite way to fish? And for years, I've kept this part of fishing to myself. I haven't really wanted to do as many videos about it and share it, because fly fishing is my fishing and river fishing is generally where I fly fish. But man, downsizing and chasing these river fish is fun, dude.
Yeah. Especially when you get on a few like that.
Oh yeah.
Those aren't even, we're not just catching little dinks. Really good river fish.
Oh yeah.
Really good fish for anywhere.
When you break 17, maybe even 16 in a river, it's a good fish.
Yeah.
When you break 18, it's a great fish.
Yeah.
When you break 20, it's like, okay, that's that upper echelon river fish. So
yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna get a couple photographs of this guy, and then we're gonna get on down the river. All right, guys, he's running them fins and kicking that tail, ready to go. Ooh, he's trying to pull away. All right, we're gonna get this guy back in the river. Take off, buddy. Do your thing. God. He's taking a victory lap. All right, well, I can just put my feet up now and just float, and I'm good.
Yeah, you're done, right?
I'm done.
That's a pretty good way to end it.
All right, guys, we fished for 17 hours, and we finally got that fish. Oh, man, that was great.
That's what I love about it. 1:30 in the afternoon, you catch a giant,
Yeah, throwing over into a hole while we're standing there with fish in our hand, like crazy.
Where we were talking, making a loud noise. I don't care.
Oh, that's the other thing, too. We had, like, dropped anchors.
Oh, we were
standing
splashing around.
Splashing from boat to boat. Yeah.
You made one cast. I'm just like, yeah, no, whatever. It's not even deep there.
Right.
It's just rocky and like shady. It's not a deep hole, actually.
And it's just a little bit out of the current, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's been a weird year. It's been a struggle for the first part of 23. Personally, a lot of professional stuff going down that's been tough. The industry's crazy. But there's nothing like getting out here and connecting to these wild things to make you just forget all about it, River fishing, creek fishing, backwater fishing, getting away from people. You know what I really think it is? That's what it is. It's getting away from people,
There, I caught 2 right through there off a spinnerbait, and I had like another hit.
Look, I got one swimming with it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
That was a good one.
that was a big fish.
I just cast it through there.
Oh my. Not only did you cast it there, you floated through there. I was joking around thinking I got a little dink swimming with it.
That was a good one.
And just didn't set the hook good enough. Golly.
Man, that's the thing. That if you see
Did
deep
you
water,
see the side flash of that thing?
If we see deep water, you. Oh, I got him. I got him.
Oh,
Dude.
nice.
I floated over top of the fish, cast it there. Chad casts in there, misses it.
And I hooked him. He actually turned on it.
I threw it back in there only because Chad missed it and took his fish. This is
so I kind of get like an assist on that, right? Like a fish locator
half
assist.
Your fish. That is a nice dude.
Nice.
Oh my god, that dude's heavy. These are the most beautiful fish. They're so wild and just.
Dude,
Look
that's
at
a pretty.
that.
Look how gold it is. You
And
know.
look how wide it is. Oh my. This is where it's hard for me to put down a finesse bait.
Right.
Because I catch so many good fish
Yeah.
on like
Oh, yeah.
what you're throwing, a little 3-inch bait. I throw the Helgramite a lot and little baits, and they just catch really good river fish.
But like you said, everything right now is screaming topwater. You know.
Oh my. Ooh, man. These are some really good river fish today.
Dude, I got another one.
Oh, Chad's hooked up. Dude, they're in here. Oh, that's a good one too. Man, the way these things fight. Man, that's another really good fish. Chad floated up behind me. I already fished through the area. He threw in there. We both saw the fish. It came unhooked after he had it. I toss in there and he picks it back up. These guys are so like, they don't care. They're just wild and gonna eat whatever they want to eat.
They're just mean. They're just mean.
Goodness, man. We've probably only gone like 2 miles, maybe 3 of our, not even half our float probably.
Come on, buddy. I'm trying to help you out here. Golly, look at that thing.
You probably shouldn't have that. Whatever you
Oh, here we go. Oh. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, dude. This is another Magnum, bro. Dude.
Guys are wearing it out.
Yeah. He's like, come on, let's go down the river. I'm gonna show you some of my favorite spots. Whoa, come on, buddy. Come on, dude.
Just like that one. They wasn't in deep water.
Got a big sore on his back, but man, that is a pretty fish. You know what? That's one of them spots you can hook back around and fish again. Look at that thing. Another pretty river spot. And they're hitting moving baits now, which makes it right in my wheelhouse. So let me show you what I'm catching these dudes on. Right before this, the big fish all came on a Ned tickler, which is pretty much a Ned rig with a little forked tail on it. Let me avoid hitting this rock and then we'll pick back up with that. There's another one in that seam. So when you spin back around, drop your anchor and throw back where you just caught one. There's usually another one waiting right behind him. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. So I pulled over, dropped the anchor so I could show you guys what I'm catching them on. And now let me show you what I'm catching them on. Look at that. Dude, these spot fight so good. So good. God, they're just fat and aggressive. Man, they're freaking awesome. All right, we're going to get this guy back in the water, and then I'll show you what I'm catching these fish on. I love it. Love it. All right, so the biggest fish and the most fish today has come on the Ned Rig Tickler from Z-Man. And then they make this this head specifically designed for them, where it's like a extra wide gap hook, a little hook keeper, and then the Ned head. And I find that this thing works really great in the rivers. The exposed hook hangs up a lot. Look, he just swam back over here posing for the camera. I find that these work a lot better in the river because the hook is in line with the back, and you can either just leave it exposed or you can, barely skin it, and it catches a lot of fish, doesn't hang up as much as the exposed, standard Ned rig setup. And this tickler, to me, feels like I'm actually fishing something, whereas if I'm fishing a Ned rig, it doesn't really feel like anything. So this just a little creature bait, throw a little bait fuel scent on it, and they have been jumping on this thing all day long. Now, when I'm fishing the faster sections where there's just a bunch of boulders and a bunch of broken stuff, I decided to pick up the Z-Man Mini-Max chatterbait. And this thing has been deadly effective. And if you can notice there, when all the paint's knocked off the head, you're doing it right. So you want to reel it just fast enough that it's knocking those rocks and coming over and fluttering into those holes. There's a lot of shad in here, so I decided to go with this gizzard shad color. And then something I recently discovered, my son recommended to me, because I used the Yamamoto Zako on the bigger chatterbaits, and when Yamamoto came out with this 3-inch Zako, my hookup ratio went way up because I was using the bigger Zako on here and cutting it down, and it was just kind of filling the hook gap up a little bit too much. But that little Z-Man Mini-Max chatterbait partnered with a Yamamoto Zako 3-inch swim bait is deadly. One of the things you want to do, though, is when you get that bait, you want to take your scissors and cut it off right at the back of the hook, because otherwise the skirt is so long it'll lay down and it'll kind of grab that tail and get rid of all the action. So that thing right there is flat deadly. And I love fishing moving baits, but man, have I had a love affair with this Ned tickler today. It's putting some big fish in the boat for me, and we're going to head on down the river, see if we can't catch some more. Oh, dude. Did you see that? I did too. Oh, dude. This is a good fish. I missed it on the frog and threw back in there with the Ned tickler. Yeah, dude. It's a nice one. Oh, man. Dude, look at that thing.
Oh, yeah.
God, that is pretty. Pretty little fish.
Hold on. Chad's over making fun of my yum dinger, Who's the one landing fish now?
Oh my God! Dude, that was so stupid. Golly, he freaking choked it, son.
That was a blow up there. Whoa, he'd throw out.
Like I said, the best river topwater lure there is. I think, a little partial to it. You know what's better than a spotted bass? A spotted bass on a topwater lure. Pretty fish, man. I've got the amazing coloring, and that lateral line is just so freaking gorgeous. But there's like pieces of bridge all strewn down through here.
Yeah.
All right, I saw a couple of these hanging out in the back pockets, and I figured there was some bigger largemouth in here. Had so many fish today that I decided, let's have some fun, let's swing for the fences. Decided to tie the old Zoom horny toad on, and that dude right there, I mean, he put on a top water aerial assault. After I set the hook, he jumped it a couple times. That was fun. A little chunky river largemouth. We're gonna get this guy back in the water, and I'll show you exactly what I caught him on. All right, guys, so let me show you what I caught this fish on, and honestly, what I consider the #1 top water river lure anywhere in the world for pretty much any species. I've caught brown trout, striper, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, everything in between. So what you're gonna start with is a 4/0 grip pin hook from Mustad. What you're gonna do is you're gonna line it up in the nose of this horny toad, and you go in, but if you notice, I'm at a slight angle. The reason I'm at a slight angle is I want that hook in the head to where the nose is kicked up a little bit. So I'm gonna go straight down, but I mean just the tiniest little angle. Right when you get to the transition, you're gonna bring your hook point out. You're gonna wet your hook all the way to that little bump so that you don't tear the frog up going over the end of it. And I like the frog to come out all the way over the knot. And if you notice, that nose is kicked up a little bit. Then I turn the bait over and I pinch it, line that hook point up right with where I pinched it, which is right at the end of the slot in the frog. Push it through at a 90-degree angle so it doesn't have an extra curve in it. You just lay that hook, let that hook lay right on the top. And then when that thing's running through the water, the hook acts like a keel, hops it over logs, hops it over rocks. In fact, I've knocked most of the finish off of this one. But that little bitty trick I do with angling the nose up makes that nose stick up a little bit, which makes it plane, kicks the back end down, and makes those feet gurgle a little bit more. Hold that thing up. I like to fish it on an extra fast reel, so I'm fishing it on a Chronarch XG, which is a 8-1-1. When I throw it out, I like to hold my rod tip up. That way when they blow up on it, I can drop, reel down, stick them. So I call it set. On the blow up, you go set, point the rod at it, reel down V, and then hook on hook. So yeah, if you want to catch river fish on top water, it doesn't have treble hooks. It's got a high hookup ratio. The other thing that happens is when they get to the boat, if you see one following, you can just kill it. It'll start to fall down, or it'll turn back in the current and they'll eat it. So if you get a blow up and you miss it, just drop it. And sometimes they'll come back and just eat the thing because it'll start to sink and those legs flutters that's going down. It looks like they injured it, and they'll come back and you'll get a second shot at it. But that thing right there is by far, in my opinion, the best river topwater lure ever. See if we can't get another one. John, look, I think we're about neck and neck on the fishing part, but I think we might want to end this trip with like a dance off. You down?
Oh yeah.
Like a dance battle?
In the water?
Sure, why not?
You go first, and then I'll see if I want to go or not.
If white people are involved, it's going to really be break dancing.
Yeah.
In other words, something's going to get broke.
I look like I'm dancing when I'm walking these slippery rocks.
Right.
'Cause, man, it's tough. That's why I'm sure glad we're in a bonafide RVR kayak.
It's like the Alabama slippery rock shuffle. It's like you walk, slip.
Yeah.
Walk, slip. It's like that. Lean back. It's like you kind of look like you got the crit walk going. It's like, oh, it's not the crit walk.
Creek
What
walk.
is it? It's the slip walk. You're just like walking along. Oh, shoot.
Do the slip.
Oh, lean back.
I'll get back up.
Oh, Lord. You can tell we've been on the river for a minute, but that's also why it's fun. All right, guys, we got about one bend left before we make it to our takeout. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Alabama adventure. Listen, if you want to get out and try to get into some of these wild places, check out the Bonafide RVR 119, or as I like to call it, the river. Got to thank my good buddy John for showing up and helping finish this thing with an exclamation point. Again, guys, get out on the rivers. Take care of them while you're there, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm gonna jack around and fall down in this pool.